Welcome back to another episode of Blank Slate Banter. I'm Michael, here with my co-host Dante and Matt.
It's been a while, so genuinely, no idea what episode we're on. But new title, well, episode like 20 something, man. Welcome back.
I'm gonna guess 23.
Oh no, it's more than 23.
Oh,
26?
27.
I think 27 might be.
Damn.
I think it's either 27 or 28. I think.
But low key episode 1 though. You know what I'm saying? New title.
Yeah, I mean,
low key episode one.
low
Yeah,
key,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Series of unfortunate events, but glad you guys are back, and I hope you guys are ready to hear us talk.
Oh, yes. I'm glad to.
Something happened?
Nah, nothing happened. You'll see in the YouTube video. I hovered over something and it went away for a second.
Okay.
Well, so you guys are probably wondering why we've been gone for so long. It's been like a month, a little over a month, I guess you can say, since we recorded our last episode. We ran into some issues with copyright infringement. We ended up having the same name as a pretty popular podcast that's been going on for years, and I think they copyrighted the name No Agenda. So it was a little bit of back and forth between us and the people with the podcast and Spotify. So it took us pretty much a month to even get our podcast back up. But now it's back up, and
Rebranded.
we're back to
once
being
again.
consistent. We're ready to be consistent again. Yeah, third rebrand. Hopefully this is the last.
Yeah. I don't think there were some other similar names like what was the other one? Blank Slate. That's one.
And then Bros or Banter Bros was the other one.
But yeah. Well, we're back. We're ready to go. Although I will say, guys, I looked on Spotify. We got to get our ratings up. We need some.
We're at 2.3 stars.
No, we're at 2.8 now. 2.8. 2.8.
2.8. It might
Who's
be
rating
because-
us?
I don't know. You can't tell. I don't know if it was because okay. Before that, you guys heard in our few episodes back that there was this guy that was commenting on our Instagram and stuff about having the same name. So I don't know if those people just rated our podcast low because we had the same name as whoever else had the other No Agenda podcast, so they just tanked our ratings or what. Unless it's just people who really just don't like listening to us, which honestly, I couldn't care less. But
Yeah.
it's not about the ratings, you know. We still have people that listen to us. We constantly every week, and that's all that really matters.
Low key though, what's heartbreaking? Our money's gone.
Oh, like we said before, episode 1, we're not in it for the money though. It hurts.
Listen, I'm still upset about it. Yeah.
It doesn't affect us because I don't even know what we're gonna use it for anyway.
Hey.
It was $80. New microphone for one of us. I don't know.
Or yeah, I guess
Or
a
a meal
microphone
for
at
us,
all
guys.
for Matt. You know, bro, I
That's
got
true.
you for your birthday. I got you.
Wait, no, we could just get a meal, guys. Like $80, we can easily get a meal for us three.
Korean. Oh wait, that's only one person. Korean barbecue.
No, that's two, low
That's
key.
great.
40.
1.5. Oh, true. Yesterday I told Dante I have a story for you guys.
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty short story, but I told him it was a story of it's kind of like something you see like in a movie or a TV show, the way everything happened. So, like where at work, we have a notary, and someone was getting something notarized, a document,
Mm-hmm.
and they were reading it, trying to understand it, and there was like other people in line, and some guy in line he said, "Sounds like you need a lawyer to read those documents because it sounds complicated," and she was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, I'm a lawyer." So then he went to go help them.
That
It's
guy's
like, I
trying to
feel like
raise it
that's
up.
something you. I don't know about that, but I feel like that's straight out of the movie. It's like, oh, it sounds like you need a lawyer. Well, I'm the guy. I thought it was funny seeing that happen in real life because I feel like that's something you would see like in a movie or a TV show.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what story you're gonna tell. So I thought you were gonna talk about when that guy almost called the cops. Your boss.
Oh no! That
I was like, oh yeah, you
that's
told me
not-
that
that's-
though.
What was
that's not really
this?
much of a story.
Oh.
It was just like a disagreement happening in the store, and the guy wouldn't leave. So he was like, "I'll call the cops to make you leave," but nothing happened after that. So
Oh, I have a story. I've
Okay,
been
okay.
meaning to tell someone about this. So I'm going into a meeting, right? So I have my laptop in my left hand. I usually carry it from like the bottom, and then on top is like my mouse, the charger, and my glasses if I need to see like a screen.
Hmm.
So I have that, and then in my other hand, I'm holding my cup of water because gotta stay hydrated.
Hydrated. Right,
You know?
right, right.
Yeah. So I go into the meet, or like I like go into the meeting room, and I'm in there, and there's two other guys in there. One of them's like, he's like pretty high up, and the other guy is literally the client for the job, like for the
Hmm.
job. And then the guy is like, "Oh, Matt, here's so and so. He's the client, blah blah blah." And then instead of like going to shake his hand, because like my hands are full, so I didn't know what to do. You know how it's like customary in Asian culture to bow?
Oh my
Oh my
god,
goodness.
bro.
I said hi, and I kind of bowed a little in the beginning, and I was like, wait a
Was
minute.
he Asian too or no?
No,
Oh.
he was white. He was white. But I bowed to him, but I didn't like full bow, but like I kind of like
It was
I
noticeable.
mean,
hello.
Yeah.
like,
Oh
so
man,
now that
Matt.
you've been living in pretty much Korean dominant neighborhood, do you do that a lot when you like talk to people?
Um, I mean, I always used to do that. It's always like whenever someone's like older than you, but
Hmm.
like I usually do that to like older adults. I don't do that to someone that's like 30 or something like that. It's always to like the older adults that I always do it to.
Hmm. Yeah, I just didn't know if maybe you were just doing it more recently, so it was kind of
Was he old?
like
The client?
second nature to kind of just bow. Or...
I mean, he was like,
50s.
no, he was like, I'd say mid high 30s.
Oh. Well, yeah. Okay, older than 30. Okay.
It was as soon as I did, I was like, wait, what's wrong with me?
That's okay though. That's okay. If we're all sharing stories, I'll throw one in there as well. I put it on my private story on Snapchat, but so I was on the highway, right? There was
this
some
story.
traffic, bro. There was some traffic, but not a lot. We were kind of moving, and this guy is coming on the highway, and I'm driving, and he cuts me off. He almost
You
hits
said
me,
he's
right?
merging onto the highway?
It's like okay, it's like there's 4 lanes, and one of the lanes, it's okay. I'm gonna be honest, it's going off an exit, so there's only gonna be 3 after. But I was like speeding along, and there was not much room for him, and there was a guy in front of me, so I was like pretty close to him, and he just swerves in and like almost hits like the front of my car, I guess, and then I
So he
honk
was
at
in
him.
the exit only lane trying to get over
Yeah,
so he doesn't
yeah.
get off the highway. Okay, gotcha,
Like, yeah,
gotcha.
I understand. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I definitely could have been nice and just let him go. But at the same time, the fact that you're in that lane is not my problem. So I don't. So he swerves in, and then I honk at him, and then I'm like waving my arms. What are you doing? And then he like starts waving his arms, and I'm like, okay, well, what are you mad for, right? So then I flip him off, right? And then he slams on his brakes. We're going like at this point we started moving. We're going like 40. Slams on his brakes. So I'm like, okay. And then I start braking slowly, and I realized he stopped completely. So I'm like, oh shit. So I stopped all the way. Low key, I almost hit his car because I didn't think he was stopping on the highway. And then he gets out of his car and starts yelling at me. Mind you, my window's closed. I couldn't hear him at all. So honestly, I started laughing because he was like yelling. I was like, what are you saying? And then he went back in his car and drove away. And I was like, wow. Like, what if I got out? What then? What's gonna happen? I told
You know
Jordan
what I would
about
have
it.
done?
She was like, he might
Oh.
have had a weapon. I'm like, all right, I guess. But like, what did it? What? But Dylan said I was an instigator,
No, I was about to say the same thing.
dude.
Because after you told the
Nah,
story,
you know what,
I was
Dante?
replaying it in my head, and I was like, okay, the hand maybe, but then when you flipped him off, I'm like, okay, that might have been like you didn't necessarily have to do that part.
Well,
All
okay,
right.
my question is, how long, like, when, like, because he was merging in, right? Did
I
he have a
guess so.
lot of
Technically,
time to merge
I
in, or
would
was
say
he
so.
merging last? Was he
I would
merging
say
last
so.
second?
It's not like he was right next to the exit. He was like, what's a good distance?
Was there like a half a mile sign yet? Like, were you guys past like that half mile to the
Oh,
exit?
okay. We weren't that far. We were like, he had like a quarter mile before the exit.
I mean, did
It's
he have
like
his blinker on?
No,
Dude, I completely side with you.
thanks, man.
I don't,
Listen.
I don't, I don't disagree with you getting upset. I just think
Oh no
if it
no
wasn't for you giving him the middle finger, then there wouldn't have been the
no no. So you're
altercation.
saying
Like,
he is okay to get out of the car?
no,
And
I'm just
yell at
saying
him?
that wouldn't have happened if there was no middle finger. Like
Did
you
it for the
throwing your
plot.
hands like, oh, like what are you doing? And him doing it back.
Well, who
You
the
got
fuck is
mad, he
he?
got
He
mad,
cut me off. So what is he
and
mad
then it's
for?
like, yeah, that's why you throw your hands. Well, what is he mad for? Then he gets mad and it's like, okay, situation's done.
No no no
So
no.
then you
I
go with the
was
middle
saying I
finger,
threw my
and then he
hands up.
gets mad that
No, I
you.
threw my hands up. What is he doing? What is he mad for? And then
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
then
what
it's
the
like,
fuck is your problem? Fuck you. And then he gets more mad.
yeah,
Mind
that's
you, this guy was a full-grown man. What are you doing?
but you said he got more mad, but then you got more mad first.
No. I was
What do you mean?
okay.
No, no, no.
What do you mean more mad? I was the same amount of mad. And he got out of the car. I stayed in my car. That's the same amount of
But you
mad
said you were the same amount of mad, but then why did you give the middle finger?
for the plot. Because listen, I didn't think he was getting out of his car. People flip people off all the time. And okay, you think I'm gonna let him get mad and just me say nothing?
Yes, that's a
Like,
normal reaction.
they don't call me normally, man. You know.
Oh, man.
Anyway, that was the story, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Was he jacked?
No, he was okay.
Dude,
He wasn't jacked, but he was like a big body. You know what I'm saying?
you know what I would have done if he came out of the car and he's
OBS?
like,
That's crazy. Low key, yeah, low key.
Oh man.
But he was like probably in his like 40s. I was like,
I would have like laid down the horn when he started talking.
that'd have been funny.
See, you guys.
But then other cars started driving by. I was like, damn, this guy's really just standing there. And then I was thinking about it. If I was driving and I saw some guy get out of his car on the highway, I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah, I
That'd be so
mean,
funny.
Dude, people that get out of the car for like out of like road rage, what are you doing in life? Get in your car
Yeah.
and go.
Seriously. But
I
yeah,
don't see a point.
It's just, yeah, there is no point.
Also, yesterday we had a Matt. We had another New Jersey 2.0 almost yesterday.
What
low
happened?
key scary, bro. Yeah, we're in construction. We're driving. We're in traffic. You know, we're going fucking. You know, I'm switching gears first and second pretty much the whole time. And then I'm starting to have trouble. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I just got to press the clutch a little more to shift gears. And I did at first, and it was fine. And then I switched to third gear, and my RPM, it just kept going up, but I didn't go any faster. So I'm like, yo, like, what's the problem? I went back to second gear. It was fine. Went back to third again. I was freaking out low key. In my mind, I was like, oh, we're fucked, right? It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We're on the highway, like 20 minutes from my house or Michael's house. I'm like, oh, man. So I pull over into the construction zone because like they blocked off this area with a bunch of cones. And then eventually I turned off my car and then I just went first, second, third gear. And then instead of I just jammed the gas. I just pressed it. And eventually the RPM dropped back down to normal. And then we were back. But dude, I was so scared my car was fucked. I was so scared. I blame Michael, bro. I don't have any car problems unless Michael's in the car.
Michael's the curse.
I
Crazy.
guess so. I mean, it is what it is, though. We never got into a dire situation, though. I'm
True.
not that bad
True.
of luck. It's
True.
just the moment of realization that something might be wrong.
I was so scared because my oil was kind of low, so I added oil in, and I was like, "Did I do it too little, too late, man? You know, am I screwed?" but I drove today; it was fine. So
Mhm. When you guys are watching movies or TV shows, and you know how there's music behind that kind of builds up to like what's about to happen,
Mm-hmm.
do you guys like that?
oh yeah,
Because it's giving like a hint that something big is about to happen.
I feel
okay.
like it kind of helps to the scene.
Yeah, because I think you already know what's gonna happen, whether there's music or not. I feel like most of the time I'd have an idea that something was gonna occur, so the music just gets me hyped up. You know?
Okay.
Do you not feel that way?
I guess it depends on the situation. If the scene is already kind of leading up to, like you said, like you can kind of tell something's about to happen, then I don't mind it as much. But if there's like a situation where, or I guess you never know the exact plot, but say if someone's trying to save someone, and like the music is like ramping up to like, basically saying, oh, he's about to go save her, or whoever's gonna save whoever. But I guess they could not save them, and then the music can change. So
Yeah, but like I hear what you're saying though. You can't really know the plot all the time. But like, okay, for example, like Naruto, if you know, Kakashi's fighting someone, and Naruto pulls up, and his theme starts playing, you know shit's about to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
the music, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Gets me fucking
Like,
pumped.
I guess for the most part, it kind of happens in like sport movies. Like, say a team is down big, and they're on like their winning drive, and then the music starts ramping up for that last second. But sometimes they don't make it. So I guess it all depends on the outcome. But sometimes these are not movies or TV shows, but I watch YouTube videos of gameplay of whatever game. A lot of times the YouTubers will play like music to build up to them doing
Mm.
something good in the video. But sometimes they do it and it doesn't happen, but for the most part, it means like something was about to happen. So it kind of is like a giveaway of what's up next.
I mean, I feel like music is a good way to like, add more emotion to the actual
Mm.
scene itself.
I
Because like,
agree.
imagine like
having
it's
no
like
music.
yeah, like just actually an action scene with like imagine someone fighting but just no music
Okay, that's fire.
compared to
Nah.
that. No, that's what I was
Sometimes
gonna
no
say.
music's really good.
But like, what if like someone's just walking and there's just like you want to hear some kind of like soothing music as they're talking, but then it's just like silent. It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think music definitely helps with emotion and stuff. I think for me it was just when it leads up to something big, so it's kind of giving away that something good is about to happen,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
Dude, imagine like
Which is not
composing
always the
music.
case, but
Imagine
that's
being like a
just
super famous composer
composer.
for like movies. Like
I mean, I feel like wouldn't be that. I feel like that's a good job for someone who doesn't want like a big spotlight.
no, yeah. I just feel like it'll be a really cool skill to like have. I'm trying to think of the name. Hang on, I gotta Google it.
'Cause I know there's some people who stay for the end credits who actually want to read the credits, but most people don't
Who?
even read the credits. Some people.
I thought you meant like you knew someone.
I think I was with someone's dad one time who wanted to watch it,
Was
but I
Chris
don't
Duffy's
remember.
dad?
I was
My guy
definitely
likes
with Chris
music.
Duffy in the movies. Um, but I wonder how much to get paid. Like, I think it's definitely a cool job to have, like you're
Hans
saying.
Zimmer. My guy is nice.
Hmm. I think I've heard of that name.
Hans Zimmer salary. Let's see.
That name sounds familiar.
He did the
It
score
does.
for Interstellar. Um,
Ah.
Hmm.
he also did Gladiator, Dune, Inception.
Mm.
I gotta watch Inception. I never seen it before.
What? You never? I mean, then again, I never watched Interstellar.
I haven't watched either, so
Damn.
Inception is a very good movie.
Interstellar's really good too.
I've heard.
It's just really long, so it's like yeah, it's like 1
That
to
makes
2
you not
million
fall
per
asleep?
movie. An educated
really?
guess. An educated guess.
Oh. I mean, he probably has to split that with the orchestra and everything, so I would
Yeah.
assume. Unless he just pays them like a salary and he gets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. But
Speaking of not really anymore, but sports movies. You guys got like a favorite sports movie?
Ooh.
Not
Sports
really.
movies, I feel like they're really good, dude. I always get
Sports
entertained.
movies are very good.
Like Coach Carter. Oh man, that movie's fire.
No,
Coach Carter.
that's-
Remember the
I know that's
Titans?
a lot of people's
So good.
favorites, Coach Carter. A lot of people like Love and Basketball, but I haven't really seen that movie.
I never
What
saw
about-
that either.
What about Remember the Titans?
That's a classic.
Yeah, bro.
There's another one. I forget the
Waterboy?
name of it. No. It's about this coach. He kind of builds a team up from the ground, and it kind of involves like religion a little bit. But I don't remember the name.
I don't
I mean, you guys want to see the scene on TikTok where the guy is doing like a bear crawl with the guy on his back?
Oh yeah.
Blindfolded?
Oh,
That movie's-
yeah.
that
I
seems
don't
so
remember the name
fire.
of it, but I've seen that movie so many times. Because when I was younger, anytime we would go on road trips, my dad would have, or my mom, whoever was driving,
It's called Facing the Giants.
yeah, would have like the TV in like the back that drops down.
Oh nice.
So we would just kind of
Nice.
shuffle the movies. So we've seen that movie a few times.
Did you guys have a DVD player? Like one of those like
Like
portable ones?
in the house?
No. Like one of the like you put the disc in and you just flip the screen up. It's like a
Oh
laptop.
yeah, I had. I don't think it was mine, but there was one in my house when I was younger.
I used to rock that, man. Watch stuff on it all the time. Good times. Good
But I
times.
think it was usually used for like airplane. Like whenever we went on like an airplane or something,
Mhm.
we would bring
Or
that
like
to
a long
watch.
drive or something for me, like when I drove to Florida or something. Fire.
Yeah, we always had an like a screen in the back of the car when I was younger. So I don't think I ever brought it on a road trip.
Mm.
Um, have you guys ever watched? Speaking of sport, have you ever watched the final season? That's a good one.
That's a movie?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a
About
The
what?
final season of what?
baseball,
Is it like
like
a
a high
young kids or
school
is it oh
high school program, baseball program. Their last before it got like canceled, the baseball program, their last season.
No,
I
I've
don't think
never
I've ever
seen it.
even heard of it, honestly.
It's pretty good. I think you'd like it. You
Oh,
guys
this
would like
guy's
it.
in
I'll
there.
watch it.
Oh, my guy. Hmm. I forgot
The guy
the name of his character in Grey's Anatomy, but my guy Sean Astin. Yes, sir.
In the final season?
Yep.
Who's
do you
Sean Astin?
do you guys
Oh
ever
yeah, I remember him.
do you guys
What's
ever
his name?
see someone and you
Yes.
recognize them because you've seen them before, but you don't know if it's because like you know them from somewhere or you just see them so many times they just look familiar to you.
Uh. Oh, what do you mean? I feel like.
Like say like you're working at Walmart, right? Maybe you've seen the same customer a few times and they kind of look and then you see them again and you look at them like do I actually know you from somewhere or do you only look familiar because I've seen you a couple times here at the store? Because there's this lady that walked in the store today and I don't know if she looked like someone I knew from like Hamlin Hall or did I recognize her because she'd been in the store so many times.
Oh. Oh.
Collectively, I was like, wait a second, she looks kind of familiar. But I didn't know if she was
Also, that wasn't the actor.
someone I
That's
knew from the
anatomy.
past. Oh.
Sorry.
Or it was because she maybe I think this maybe only applies to someone that looks similar to someone you might know. Because she kind of looks similar to someone I knew, I think. But I'm not sure.
Yeah. I
No.
can't say I followed really, but I don't think that's ever happened to me. I feel like I'll just know them. Maybe it has happened to me.
Like say you saw someone that looked like Matt, right? But you weren't say you weren't friends with Matt. It's like say you went to school with him, like you've seen him around, but it's been years. So you see someone that kind of looks like him, and but maybe I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll get confused. Think it's him, and it's not him. Imagine I walk in and oh, hey, Matt. I know we didn't talk much in high school, but I know it's been a while. Who are you? That'd be tough.
Yeah, but that just happened to me the other day. I looked at someone. I was like, do I know this person? Like this is the person that was like at Hammond Hall, or have I just seen you so many times at the store? You just look familiar.
Dude, that kind of reminds me of like at school, at UConn. I'll be seeing like people that aren't in my classes like walk around because schedules are the same and stuff. Even if it's not the same class, you see them around in the same place at the same time. And I wonder, do they notice me? Oh, I've seen that guy before. Or do you think they just like go on with their lives?
Do you
Like,
guys make eye contact? Like, do you ever look at him and he's looking, or look at them and looking at you, or do
well,
you just look
they
at
never
them
look
and,
at me. Well, as far as they don't look at me when I'm looking at them. But I
Mm.
look at them and I know that they're there. So I wonder if they ever look around and see me and oh, I've seen that guy before. Like at a dining hall or something.
Mm, possibly, but I guess they do have to notice you for that to happen.
Yeah, but I don't know. Would be cool though, I guess. Maybe could have made friends.
Possibly, but would you guys, say you were, I guess, trying to accomplish something really big? Would you rather have someone believe in you, like a group of people like really believe in you,
Hmm.
um, but end up letting them down,
Mm.
or have like no one believe in you and like prove them wrong?
Prove them wrong for sure. Because if I let people down, that's trash. That is trash.
Yeah, but imagine that feeling of everyone not believing in you.
Well, okay, in my head, it wasn't really as, I guess. But then but then when you do it, it's like, yeah, take that, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine people believe in you and you let them down. They believed in you for nothing.
Not for nothing.
But
You
you
know,
let
it
them
was
down.
still the journey, I guess. I don't know. So I guess it's saying, would you rather have 100% support or 0%
Okay,
support?
no. It's 100%
I mean,
support
the outcome
that
is
drops to
different.
0, or 0 to 100. I'd rather have 0 to 100.
I mean, they can't believe in you after it's done because
They can
it's not
support
like
you though.
believing anymore.
They can support you though.
Yeah, but would you want them supporting you after they didn't believe in you?
I mean, I'd rather have some supporters than no one supporting me.
After the fact.
Yeah, because if I let my supporters, if I let my believers down, what do they support me for? I'm gonna have no one at the end.
Who's saying they don't support you afterwards?
Why would they support me if I let them down?
The same way everyone supports people, even though they don't accomplish what they're meant to accomplish. Like you're saying, like say your sister, right? Soccer tournament. I mean, I guess siblings are different, but still, you're supporting her through her soccer journey. She doesn't win the championship. Are you just never going to support her in soccer again?
Oh, no, Michael,
You're
you
never going
said
to
let
believe
them
that she can
down.
make it there
Are you
again?
saying like I'm done at like what am I doing? Like what am I trying to accomplish?
I don't know anything in life. Like say you're 5K tomorrow, 10K tomorrow. You let everyone know like, yeah, I'm going for the 55 mile or 54 minute 10K. You go, you get 59 minutes.
I'll be down bad. Honestly, okay, listen, I'd
So do you
appreciate
think
the
after
support.
that they're not gonna support you in your next
I don't know if they're gonna believe
half a
in me again.
mile? Really?
I mean, okay, it's my family. I mean, I would hope so. But like, listen, if I still think I'd rather,
It's one time.
I still rather
It's
prove
one
people
time.
wrong. I still rather
It's
prove
not
people
like
wrong.
they believed in you like 10 times in a row and you haven't done anything 10 times. It's one time that it happens.
Okay, when you
You
first
really
asked the
think people?
question, I'm thinking. Listen, when you first asked the question, I'm thinking I'm trying to start a business, and it flops, and I go bankrupt. Versus, I'm trying to start a business, and no one believes in me, and I make bank, and I'm like, yeah, screw you guys, I have all this money now. So I'd rather end up with all the money than be in debt.
Okay, I guess my next question for you is: do you think really people stop believing in people that easily after one failed attempt?
No. Nope.
Depends, I guess.
No.
Like
Come
after
on. If it's
after
someone
Izzy
that,
just got his ass beat by Sean Strickland, I don't know if I believe in him anymore.
but that's different
Why?
because it's someone that you don't know as like as well. What if it's like
So
a
all
loved
these
one?
people, okay, so these people know me. It's not just like, oh, I believe in this guy. It's like my friends and family believing in me.
I mean,
Sure,
like,
we'll say it that way.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
I don't want to let you guys down. Well, okay, and I don't want to let you
Well,
guys down
even if
either.
you do let me down, I'm not gonna hate you.
I'll hate myself.
That doesn't affect our support because you hate yourself.
Listen,
Yeah,
okay,
we'll
I'm just
still
saying.
support you.
At the end of the day, if I have like 0 supporters, right? That's ass. But at the end, I'll have supporters. Like in the first I guess option.
Hmm.
Because I'd be
I
more
guess.
upset I'd be more upset letting people down than I would be. Oh wait, okay.
Not
I'd be
having any
happier proving
support.
people wrong than upset letting people down. Wait.
You're saying the happiness of proving people wrong.
Well,
Wait,
if they
I know what you're
fucking
saying.
if they don't
You'd
believe in
rather
me at
prove
all
people.
and I prove them wrong, that's awesome. I mean,
Yeah. So you're saying that the feeling of not having any supporters is less than, or the happiness after proving everyone wrong is stronger than the feeling of having zero supporters.
yeah. But then, dude, I don't know. Letting people down is like the worst. So I wouldn't want to do that. Hence, I'd want to do the first option.
Yeah, I think for me, yeah, it's great to prove people wrong, but at the end of the day, if you had zero supporters, because okay, right, no one supports you, like all right, I'm gonna prove these people wrong. You do it, but at the end of the day, you're still by yourself, right? You let people down at least they're supporting you,
Mm.
so you're still you still have those people at the end of the day because they're there with you, they're supporting you no matter, I guess, no matter what, basically. But when you have no one that supports you, You're really not gonna want to celebrate with the people who didn't believe in you.
That's true.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna want to celebrate with the non-believers.
But
So I
you're not
feel
going
like
to
for
celebrate
me,
anything with the other option. I don't know.
but at least you still have people there.
I guess.
Is what I'm
But
saying.
like, I see what you're saying. I see
Imagine
what
this,
you're saying.
Dante, right? You do your 10K. No one believes in you. You cross that finish line. You're happy by yourself because you're the only one that believed in you. Or you can not do it, but you're sad, but you have other people there with you, at least that were there supporting you at your
Yeah, I
race.
mean, it's very appealing. It's very appealing. But I don't know if I could
Dante
like
just wants to like.
letting people down, dude. I don't know, man. Because at the end, like, I'm not gonna celebrate nothing if I mess up, and I like celebrating. But
By
then you're
yourself,
right.
though?
Celebrate. I never done it before. I don't know. Maybe I could love it. I have no idea. But like, okay, actually, I'm thinking about like that multiverses tournament that I did. Even
Mhm.
though I lost, it was pretty cool to have everyone in stream.
Mhm.
Now, my own tournament's kind of swaying me, huh? Like if I won, okay, yeah, no, you're right. If I won and I had no viewers, that'd be ass. Yeah,
Oh man, that'd be funny.
yeah. I mean, I think it still depends on what it is though. Like my business thing, I'd rather have money than no money.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
if it's just like pretty much, I guess anything else, you're right. Because having supporters is pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Because I think even though you're letting people down, for the most part, I guess if they're randoms, right? They might trash you.
Yeah.
Like,
What
oh,
if they
this
start
guy's
hating
terrible.
even more?
But
Like the Bruins fans
I
when they
think,
lost last year.
yeah, you're right. But I think there's still going to be people who don't trash you for trying to achieve something.
Well, at the
So
same
I
time,
think I rather have
yeah.
limited amount of people who still try to uplift me after letting them down. Even though, say there's a bunch of haters, and there's maybe two or three people who,
Me and Matt
after
right there.
I let them down, or like, don't worry about it, like you did a good job, like you put everything you had into this. I think I'd rather maybe have that than proving everyone wrong. But then it's just like,
Well, okay, wait. So in one situation, literally every single person in the world doesn't believe in you, and then the second one, every single person in the world does believe in you.
we're not saying every single person in the world
Then okay, then I
why
could have
does.
plenty of supporters after I win if I have no
No,
supporters at
I'm
the
saying
beginning.
I'm saying I'm not okay. Basically, you're going into something, and everyone that knows of you doing this doesn't think you can do it.
Oh, okay,
They're not
okay.
supporting you. They're just like,
So
you're wasting your
these
time.
people, they
Like, this is
know,
stupid.
like we know each other in real
Okay.
life. These
But
people.
they don't have to specifically know you, but they know what you're doing, and they
Okay.
just don't think it's gonna happen. The other one, same thing. They know what you're doing. The people that are your supporters are
Ah,
knowing what you're doing. So it's not like everyone in the whole world versus everyone in the whole world. It's just that people who are aware of what's happening are either not supporting you or fully supporting you. So
yeah. That's a
your
tough question.
mile, everyone that you told on your Snapchat story is supporting you. They're like, all right, Dante, you got this. Like, can't wait to see what happens. Then it doesn't happen. Let's say 70% of the people are like, damn, I thought you'd do better.
That's tough.
30% are like, don't worry, like we saw how you trained, whatever. Compared to 100% not believing you, and then when it happens, do you want congratulations from people who didn't believe in you?
If they admit they're wrong. But yeah, dude. Okay, honestly, if I like put all this stuff in my Snapchat about running and stuff, and people swept up really your ass, I'll be like, damn. So I think you're right. I think you've swayed me into thinking of that having support. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I'll still have supporters. If even if I
Hmm.
don't accomplish my dream goal, but that would definitely still suck.
Yeah.
Because both suck for different reasons. Just one,
Hmm.
there's some positive. Oh, there's positive for both too, but the positive for the support is better.
Yeah.
Like
I rather.
I don't know if that's true actually. I was gonna say I'd rather be second place. I was gonna say I'd rather be second place with supporters than first place with no supporters. But I don't know. First place.
I'd rather have that, honestly.
I'd rather have supporters.
I'd rather be the best. But
I'd rather
But imagine like you being the best and
lose.
everyone just doesn't believe it.
hey, I mean, when you climb a mountain, you know, you don't climb for other people. You climb for yourself. You climb so you can see the top. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Guys, it was a quote. I messed it up. Don't worry about it.
Well, I got what you're saying. We got what you're saying.
Matt,
Yeah.
And you said you'd rather have the supporters and let them down than have no one in and then
Yeah.
prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, I could go back for round 2 though. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't say there's no round 2. so, so
I guess.
I could fail. I could let them down the first time. The second time I'll do better. It's like motivation.
Okay.
Motivation to not let my supporters down, I guess.
Motivationally, you know.
Mhm.
Yep, sir. Sorry. Man.
Oh man, speaking of winning, you know what's crazy?
What?
We see all these athletes getting paid millions of dollars, like crazy contracts never seen before, right? And then we'll see someone get like a 1 year, $3 million contract. I'm like, damn, that's trash. Like they're getting no money, but 3 million is still a lot of money.
3 million is a lot of
Yeah,
money.
it is a lot of
Like
money.
when we see all these athletes, they're like, yeah, 1 year, 5 mil. We're like, damn, my guy's not getting paid anything. But if you just go up to someone and like, yeah, you want $5 million, it's like that's so much money that can change someone's life. But in the sports world, we see it as terrible.
Yeah.
It's kind of
It's kinda
crazy when
crazy.
that happens.
That is crazy. But you know what? I would love a $3 million contract.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh my, I would love that so much.
Like instead of being like Dennis Schroeder, turning down all that money and getting even less now.
Could not be me. Could not be me.
Could not be me, dude. I'm chasing the bag if I play.
Well, Dennis Schroeder was chasing the bag.
Oh.
He fumbled it.
How did he fumble so bad?
I don't know. He thought he was better than he thought he was worth more than he was, I guess.
I mean, wait. Oh, never mind. Wait, didn't he
Yeah,
win
Didn't
Didn't
the World
they
Cup?
win like the Didn't he win it?
Yeah, they won the FIBA.
FIBA.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Speaking of, can you believe everyone was talking about how LeBron is building the Avengers?
Bro, it's so
Yeah,
funny.
that was
so funny.
They're like,
Dylan Brooks dropping like 40. LeBron's like,
yeah, they're
that
like
can't
Dylan
happen.
Brooks dropped 40. LeBron's like, I can't allow this anymore. It's so
Yeah, I mean, how cool would it be to see everyone together like one last time for the
it'd be so
the
cool. Especially,
Olympics?
like, dude, that team's like jacked.
I don't
like,
see
fuck.
us how we could possibly lose if we have KD, LeBron, Steph, Dame,
Anthony
Kawhi,
Davis,
Anthony Davis,
Devin Booker.
Jason
Tatum.
Tatum. I would say Luka, but he's not from America.
You know who should join?
sh-
If Giannis could, but he's
Who
Greece.
else? Paul George.
Was he confirmed? I don't know.
No, I don't know if he was confirmed. I'm saying it. Just
Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy. I mean,
Himmy
who would be
Butler?
the center though, besides
AD.
Anthony Davis?
I think
Will we bring back what we
Towns.
call it from the Grizzlies?
who?
Jaren Jackson.
We'll bring back
You think?
fucking Dwight from Taiwan. You know what I'm
Did you see how he's like, I better play for the team?
saying?
I did not see that. I didn't see him say that.
He's like, I better play for the team.
We'll get JaVale McGee. Is he?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, what do you mean? We have AD and then we have
Bro, all the best
Towns.
centers in the league are like European.
Towns.
Yeah, we need some defense though.
That's true. AD.
We need someone coming
Someone
off the
else.
bench.
That's a good question. Man. I don't know who else. But who else do you need when you got Steph Curry, KD, and LeBron on a team together?
Yeah, you're true.
Yeah,
You're right.
bro.
We got Kyrie up there too. Don't forget about Kyrie.
Oh yeah,
Man,
dude,
our
and
team could be
everyone's
so good.
saying that if they lose, like it's over. It's over
Yeah.
for the
If that
US.
team loses,
That'd be crazy.
I'm never watching the Olympics again.
I agree. There's no point. We're not the best players in basketball then.
How do you guys
Even
feel
with
about
the team we had, we came what, third or like top four maybe? I think it
Yeah,
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
we
we
didn't
lost
we
in the
didn't get a
semis.
medal. Yeah.
So
So
yeah, I think we were fourth.
we're definitely winning when we bring everyone. There's no way we're not.
There's no way, right?
No.
We're
If
bringing
they
so
lose,
many top players.
I have no faith in
If they
American
lose, I'm
sports
trying out for
anymore.
the NBA.
But we were talking about, or Dante, did you have something you were about to say?
How do you guys feel about I don't know who said it. I forgot his name. But you're the guy. You see the interview?
Oh,
The guy with like the
Miles,
national
or
championship.
something Miles, his name. I forget his
Yeah,
first
yeah.
name. Or Lyles. Something Lyles.
Miles Lyles. I don't know.
Trey
But
Lyles or something like
Right,
that.
yeah, something like that.
yeah, he was like
Um,
the NBA is not. It's like a world championship.
I
It's like
see both points of view.
of what America?
I kind of agree more with the the sprinter because
So do I.
football, basketball, baseball, all world champions, but they're not competing against other countries.
Countries. Yeah.
Yes, they're the best leagues in the world, so people from other countries are coming to play and represent kind of other places in the world, but it's still all happening in America. You got
Yeah.
teams in Toronto, but it's like a couple teams. If it was, it would have to be like the FIBA World Cup as its own league for it to be like a world
Yeah,
champion.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I get it. Track, they go against other countries in all their like major championships, so it deserves to become being called the world champion. Um, so I understand why he's saying that, but I also understand that the best league in the world for sports is in America. So other people from other countries come and play, but they're not really world champions really because they're not going against other
Yeah.
countries.
I agree. They shouldn't call themselves world champions. Just but don't they call themselves NBA champions? Or do they call themselves world champions?
I think so. Like when it's announced, like oh, Los Angeles Lakers 2018 like world. I don't know.
That's
But like
right.
even the
He
baseball is
said the
called the
Lakers too.
World
But yeah,
Series.
that's true.
Like
Do they call it the U.S. series then?
Well,
no, they
we
could just call like
got
the
teams in Canada.
I don't know what they would
Yeah.
call it because it's been called the World Series for so long. But they could call it
The Major League Baseball championships. I don't know.
maybe like the
MLB championship, MLB series. I don't know.
something that
Yeah,
MLB
good thing that's not our
finals.
job, dude.
That is true. We have our own job.
can't we come up with a name with our podcast without AI? There you go. What a title for a professional sports championship. Like, how did they come with the Super Bowl? Like, I feel like it doesn't have anything related to do with football.
Yeah, I wonder what came first: the Super Bowl, or probably the Super Bowl, then the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
Why is it
I
called?
wonder if they made the same time.
yeah. The bowl. I don't know.
I guess like are they considering that like the trophy is a bowl? But that doesn't make sense. Why?
Maybe the don't like the stadiums are kind of like a bowl.
Maybe
I don't know, dude.
because even for
Oh, why
college,
is it
Super
super?
Bowl because it's the best bowl.
because
like
even in
it's like
college,
the-
like all the major games are like bowl games. Like
Yeah.
the Sugar Bowl, the Rose Bowl.
Honestly, dude, that's what kind of like one of the things that throws me off about college football. There's so many bowls. I feel like there's so many different championships
Well, they're not championships. The only championship is a national
or different bowl
championship.
games, I guess.
Yeah,
But like, why are there so many?
it's just I don't know. I guess because there's no playoffs really, so that's kind of like their playoff
Okay.
in a way.
Apparently,
So-
the reason why he called it the Super Bowl is because of there's a toy called Super Ball.
What?
Some guy named it after. Yeah, I don't know. There's
Kind of
no
stupid, not gonna
correlation.
lie.
There's no correlation. And this guy,
I feel
he's
like we could
the
come up with a better name than that.
the main
I don't
founder
know about
of
that, but
the American Football League, and he just did Super Bowl because of he saw his kids playing with a toy called Super Ball, whatever that is.
Man,
Don't ask me.
so the only thing that makes sense, NBA Finals.
Yeah.
That's the only title that really makes sense.
Well, what do they call what do they call NHL?
Oh, the Stanley Cup. That makes sense because that's the name of the trophy.
So that one makes sense.
Why not
What
the
about
Lombardi
PGA?
Bowl? No.
The what?
Lombardi Bowl.
Lombardi Bowl? I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
What about
It still has bowl. You know.
Lombardi Cup? I don't know. It's got to be a bowl because a bowl is bigger than a cup, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, look, get an AI to do it, dude.
Facts. ChatGPT.
I've been seeing
That's what I
some
use for
crazy
this.
AI art, dude. AI is so good. It's insane.
The
AR?
Photoshop one? Or
AI. Sorry.
just
I got
when you-
AI art. Oh, that's crazy too. When they like highlight a section of the picture, and it like fixes it. Oh man.
Mhm.
You know what's crazy? AI like covered songs.
The
Oh.
Duke Dennis and Kais and that one.
Dude,
You know
yeah, I
what
was just about to say that. That was so funny.
I mean? Did you see Duke reacting to it when he was like, "Whoa," when he realized what the song was about?
Yeah. At the end, he did not like it.
Oh man, I wonder how people do it. It's like a paid program, or can anyone?
I don't
But first
know.
of all, how do you import voices? Like, do you have to get like a bunch of clips of someone talking?
I think
don't
it
know.
just searches it up, right? I feel like the AI can search up
Yeah, I think
search
so.
it up.
They can do it for our voices since we're on Spotify.
That'd be sick. That'd
That'd
be
be
so
so
sick.
cool. Imagine someone copying us on a podcast and they create our voices.
We could try.
We should
it,
look into
bro.
that. We should try to create our own AI voice. Of,
No, I get a lot of for some I liked one post and now I've been getting like 30 of them. You guys know who Toad is from Mario,
Of course.
the universe?
My guy.
Yeah, I have a bunch of liked videos of Toad just singing a bunch of songs.
wait, since when do you like
Hmm.
videos? I thought you don't like any videos on TikTok.
I don't really, but I like this one and then yeah. And then it was over from there. Now I get like 30 a day.
That was
Man.
between when the South Park episodes were going around TikTok. I would get like every like 3 scrolls would be a South Park video.
Oh
from the
yeah.
episode.
I have
Like,
a lot
damn,
of
like I like them, but I don't want to see them this often.
Oh.
I get a lot of Cartman AI stuff too.
Oh, I used to get those. Him singing, yeah.
Yeah. So funny.
I started with the SpongeBob and then some like Patrick.
Yeah, I
and
got a Plankton and
Yeah. I got a lot of
Patrick.
Plankton and Mr. Krabs.
and then it was just going everywhere.
It's kind of cool though. I want to figure out how to do it. I feel like
We'll
it'd be
make a
fun to
rap.
play around with stuff like that.
Little
We should do it with
BSB
like our
rap. You know.
we should do it with our friends. Like we just make like Gia, Dakota, Sally have a rap battle.
You know what we should do? We should try to. No, that's kind of rude. I say we should try to gaslight somebody. Like, remember when you said this? Like, no. Like, you said it right
I
here.
have a video. I have a recording.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That
we
would
could
be
do it though,
crazy.
for sure.
We
But
could for
we gotta
sure.
do it before they
We
listen
can,
to
we
this
can
episode.
figure out for next week. We'll say John said something crazy.
Dude, I don't
He's like,
need
"No way
AI
I
for
said
that.
that."
I don't need AI for that. John will say something crazy regardless. That
Oh
kid's a
man,
freak.
that's what Donna says.
Donna does say she's weird. He's weird.
Um, speaking of hanging out with friends and the bonfire next week, you know how a lot of times when people
We
distance
weren't talking about the
each-
bonfire at all.
we mentioned it. We mentioned it.
I don't know.
Well, that's the only way I can find a connection to what I'm about to say, or else
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
sounds so random.
Well, it's
Um,
okay.
You know how like when people don't talk to each other and they're like, "Oh, the phone works both ways." Like they're not talking to me, but like, or I haven't talked to them, but they're not reaching out to me either.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when people are like, "Oh, phone works both ways," when does that really apply? Like, does it have to be after someone reaches out so many different times, or because like
I think
me and
when oh, sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
I think when it's like relatively one-sided, and then one person just stops, and the other person like I was like, oh, why aren't they talking to me anymore? Then the first person can be like, well, the phone works both ways. Like you could have texted me. Like I text you all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only
What
time.
about like what would you say if someone like there was no communication on both sides and one person's like, "Oh, have you talked to so and so?" Like, no, but phone works both ways. They haven't talked to me either. Like, is there a valid reason to say that?
I don't really
Just to be
ever
petty.
hear anyone say that.
But I
That
don't
is
think
just to be petty.
I don't think it's valid because like if there was never really communication to begin with, there was nothing to like base that statement off of. Because like yeah, the phone works both ways, but it works for you too. So like.
Yeah.
But I think it only
Sure.
works if one person was took more initiative and then stopped. But
Gotcha.
then only that person can say it. The other person, they can't say shit.
Hmm. That makes sense. There was also something I was thinking about based off one of our other episodes when we were talking about doing favors for people and like not saying no or like whatever we were talking about.
Uh, yeah.
So when doing favors for people, I'll give a specific example. Say if you have to pick someone up or um do something for someone where it was kind of like time based. Even though that person's kind of going out of their way to do it for you, do you think there's some like etiquette involved in doing something for someone? Like say
Like if they
if
asked you to be on time, or that you
yeah,
asked them to
and
be
then
on
you show
time.
up, they oh like can you pick me up at 3:30 from like practice and bring me home? And they're like, yeah, but they come at like 3:45, 3:50, like 15, 20 minutes late. Like, can you get mad at them for being late,
Uh,
or just because they are coming to pick you up? It's
ooh.
like, well, I can't get mad at you, even though you did show up late, but you're my only ride.
I think. Hmm.
Right? Or should the other person respect the fact that they need to be there on time?
I think they should be on time. Okay. Damn.
Probably
But
should be
like, I
on
think they
time.
should be
Yeah.
on time. But I'm not sure the person really can be upset with them, unless they maybe they specify, oh, like I need to be somewhere else at this time. Um. Then
Mhm.
like yeah, I feel like you could be mad. But if you're, I don't know, if it's something casual like that, I feel like you could be mad. But I don't think you should be. 'Cause, like, the person doesn't have to pick you up, So like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
would I be
So
mad? No, I don't think so. But I'd be on time. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it goes for the other way around. Is it fair for the other person? Say someone's like, "Oh, can you go pick up this up for me? It's gonna be ready or whatever. What time?" And they're late to get something picked up or whatever. And the other person's mad because you're late. And then the other person gets mad at them. It's like, "Well, at least I'm doing it for you." But should they like take responsibility and trying to be like on time for
Well,
something?
the thing is, I think it's like if the person asked and you like said that you would do it, you kind of have an obligation to
Mm-hmm.
do it. And if you're
I was
like
gonna say
if
that.
you're late and like if you don't take it seriously, especially when it's you said that you would do it, then I understand why that person that asked you to do it would get mad. And
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
don't
I
really have a
don't.
right to get
Yeah,
mad.
I don't think you should be able to say, "Oh, well, at least I'm doing it," because like no one, like
Yeah.
yeah, he asked you, but you didn't have to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could have said no.
Mm.
If you were going to be on time, you could have said no.
Yeah. Also, if there's like a justification for being late, if they like let you
Mm.
know maybe that they're gonna be a few minutes late, or like oh like something came up, I'm gonna be like get there like 10 minutes later or something. Then, okay,
Mm.
fine. But if they just show up, like I don't know, I probably wouldn't get mad still if they didn't tell me, but I'll like keep it in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I wouldn't ask them to
Makes
do it
sense.
again. What about you? Do you think it's justified? I guess.
I think if, like what Matt said, if you're gonna agree to do something for someone, you should do it in a timely manner if there is like a time limit involved.
Yeah.
Um, and if in other terms, like someone's picking me up and I'm like, oh, can you pick me up at a certain time and they're like 15, 20 minutes late? Like you said, if I don't have anything to do afterwards, like if I don't have to be anywhere, yeah, I'll be a little annoyed, but it's like, okay, at least I'm still being able to get picked up
Yeah.
around the time I need to get picked up. But like you
Yeah.
said, if there was another thing I had to be at and they picked me up late, then I would be a little mad if
Yeah.
it caused me to be late for something else.
It'd be a little annoying for sure, but yeah.
Also, how late they are. If it's like a little bit, it's whatever. But if they're like,
Like, if it was like 5 minutes, cool. When it gets towards like 10, 15, it's like,
yeah, so interesting. And then like if it's like 20 minutes, I'm like, yeah, no, no, no. Low key, I might get a little irritated. 20 minutes. Well,
like
irritated to the
imagine,
point where like they'll know I'm irritated. Yeah.
mm,
But I
like
probably wouldn't say
imagine,
anything still.
like you're on your way home. Like say, Dante, I'm headed to your house for some reason, and on the way, like you ordered place an order for something, and you're like, hey, Michael, yeah, the food's gonna be ready at like say I'm supposed to be at house at 3:30. The food's gonna be ready at 3:20, which is probably when I'll probably be leaving my house to get to your
Hmm.
house or whatever. Like, oh, do you mind like picking up my food? Like, yeah, sure. And imagine me like showing up to your house at like 350. Like I think I would be mad because like I was expecting my food at 3:30,
Yeah.
and you showed up 20 minutes later with it.
Yeah, but what are you
Even though
doing?
like we're supposed to be hanging out anyway, but like the factor of like you're supposed to bring me my food.
Damn,
Then
so
I guess I can't
hear that,
like. Do
Matt?
I get
If we
mad
gotta
at
pick up
you
food
for
for
like
Michael.
bringing it late?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like there could be some annoyance, but I'm gonna still be appreciative. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Cause like I could have had it delivered. You know what I'm saying?
true.
But I don't know. It's like I feel like that's a situation. Cause like I don't think I'd be mad. All right, yeah. Even if I was expecting my food, I still asked you to get it, and I'm not about to be
Mm,
like, yo, hurry up.
fair enough.
That'd be
Yeah.
crazy
All right.
if I
That
said
would
hurry
be
up.
crazy. Imagine.
Like
That'd be
yo, where are
crazy.
you? This food was ready 10 minutes ago.
Or like, what? Say you ask someone to like. I guess it's like the same thing. I was gonna say I asked you to like get something for me at 3:30, and you go at 3:30, and it's not ready yet. Like, could you be mad that it's not ready yet? But I feel like you could be mad if you have
Mm,
somewhere to be.
I think I would only like say if um I don't know if I was not going to see you, but I was going maybe like past your house or something, and maybe you were like you knew like my schedule for some reason, and you were busy with work. You're like, hey, like I know like you're going past this place at this time. Do you mind just picking up my food and dropping it off on your way home? If I'm not doing anything, I'm like, yeah, sure. Like I have nothing to do.
Yeah, yeah,
But then I get to the place and they're late with your food. I might, I'm not gonna be annoyed at you, obviously, but
yeah.
I'd
But the
be kind of
situation.
annoyed at the fact that even though I have nothing to do, I'm still like wasting my time here waiting for
Yeah,
your food when you could have got it yourself.
yeah.
So it's not
I
like I'm
agree with
mad at
that.
you. I'm just mad at the situation.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree as well.
But all right, I have one question, one last question for you guys for today. So you know how a lot of times we refer to moments, well, like when we look back at stuff, we kind of tie it into like what year of schooling we were in at the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, remember that happened like oh sophomore year, or say like you were thinking of a moment like, yeah, that was like when I was freshman year of high school that happened. Like when did you play basketball? Or like when did you hurt yourself? Yeah, like I broke my arm like junior year of high school. You don't say like 2017 or when I was like
That's true.
17. Like yeah, when I was like junior year of high school, I broke my arm. So now that we're not in school anymore, do you think there'll be periods of our lives that will tie into it moments, or do you think it would just
Yeah.
maybe like, oh yeah, 5 years ago I broke my arm, instead of saying like my
Mm,
first year of working I broke my arm? Like, how do you think we'll start referring to moments now that we're not in school anymore?
I'll probably just say
I
like
think,
a couple years ago, or
yeah.
like I'd be like, oh, maybe like 6, 7 years ago or something.
Mm.
Cause like you're right, there's no
Well, I
like
think
set title for a year, so I don't know.
I would probably point out the year if I was with you guys. Like, oh, remember sophomore year, guys, when I blah 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 blah.
Well,
Or
I'm saying like now that like say if it's everything that's happening past school that you're trying to refer
oh,
to.
then I'd be like, oh yeah, like I remember when I started work a year ago.
Or
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
It's like 30 years from now, we're trying to like say 30 years from now, we're trying to remember a time 5 years from now. Would you guys just refer
Mm.
to it as the year? You
I'll
think?
probably say like I'll probably just keep it
Like,
like very vague, be like a long, long time ago. Yeah,
would you be like, yeah, back
Yeah,
in like 2027?
that sounds so weird. That sounds
that
so
does sound
weird.
very weird.
But like, honestly, I'd probably just do it a while ago. If I knew the year, maybe I'll say the year.
Or maybe you start using your age maybe more instead of.
Oh yeah. Oh, when I was like a little over 30. I don't know.
You know what I thought about though? Sorry to go a little off topic, but
You're good.
dude, our freshman year was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Can you believe
crazy.
that?
You
I
know,
was thinking about it. It was crazy.
I think also for me when I think about stuff, I use what year in school to remember what year it actually was. Like when I think about when I got my car, instead of saying like when I try to remember like what year it was, I'll remember it happened junior year of high school when I know junior year of high school was 2017. so
I
it
don't
kind
know
of
why I'm
helps
so
me
bad at
remember
dates.
what year it was, more easily, I guess.
Nah, like yeah, in my head I feel like it's simple, but at the same time, like
Hmm.
I feel like I need to think about what year is what
Yeah,
year. I just
because
I just
when
say
it's
the
like,
day
yeah,
or the number
2014,
or
this
the word.
happened. I'm like, what was when was 2014? I'm like, oh yeah, that was freshman year of high school.
2014.
Yeah, see there,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that'd be like, I mean, it makes sense now that I'm like talking about it. But if someone said 2014, like where were you in school? I'll be like, I don't know.
Oh.
Well,
Maybe like
that I know,
end of middle school. I don't know.
but I
Yeah,
can't
because
tell. I can't tell like how old were you or like 11, 12, or like what grade was I in like right away.
you're like
Yeah,
But it's
dude, that
easier
gave
in
me a
like
hard
high
time,
school.
bro.
seventh, like sixth grade, I think.
Yeah, but like that one's like a little hard to think about it. But then when you say,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
2014, oh, I started high school that year.
Hmm.
So
But now we're just gonna have to try to remember years just based off
as
of I
they
don't
I'll
even
are.
be
know what.
I'll be like, oh, back when we did our second rebrand for the podcast.
I don't remember what year it was.
Like if someone like from like I said, like 30 years from now, if someone was like, yeah, what were you doing like in like 2026 or like 2031? I'm just like, damn.
I'll probably say nothing, to be honest.
Dang,
Like
20.
there's nothing to really help me establish that year 2031 probably as like
Yeah,
Unless it's
yeah.
unless something big happens.
Unless we win the lottery or
yeah,
something. You know what I'm saying? That'd be
Win the
crazy.
true.
lottery, you
We
get
win the lottery
married. I
that
don't
year.
know.
You know, I don't know.
True. Maybe you can start doing that. Like when you get married, you can refer to stuff of the year of the marriage.
True.
That's kind of weird. I don't know. That's
I don't know,
Well, I don't know if
man. I
you'd
don't
say
want to
that
think
though.
about it.
I think
yeah.
you'll
That's
just
what I'm
know
saying.
you just know the year stuff by that, so that you just say the year more confidently.
Yeah.
Guys.
You're like, yeah, but during my third year of marriage, that's kind of a
What?
During my junior year of marriage,
That's
yeah. I don't know.
crazy.
I
my
don't think it's a good
freshman
one.
year of marriage,
My rookie season of marriage.
my rookie season. Oh
Uh,
man, but I can't believe like we're already. It's 2023. It's almost October of
yeah, bro.
2023.
My sister.
Can
Yeah.
Yeah.
you believe that?
Hey, your
I
birthday's coming
literally
up, man.
remember like a day ago. It was the new year. Oh,
Yeah.
Went by so fast.
Time
It's
flies.
crazy.
it went by so fast.
Has there ever been a year for you guys or a moment in time where it just felt slow? Because I feel like a lot of people are
Classes.
like, oh, time flies. Like that this year went by fast, this whatever went by fast. But I don't really ever hear people saying like I heard people say, oh, this week went by slow, this month went by slow. But like
I
a
mean,
long period of time, I always hear people say like, oh, that went by fast.
for
I don't
me,
think I've ever
it's
heard
like
someone say it went by slow.
during work, I'd say like the days went by slow, but the week went by fast. Does that make
Mm,
sense?
Hmm.
yeah, that's
Because
the same
like
with me sometimes.
at work, it's always like it feels like the longest day ever. But then all of a sudden, it's like the end of the week, and I'm like, wow, it's another
Hmm.
week done. Another
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
and it's
because
just
that's
like
because it's like Monday. Ah, it's Monday, right? Then Tuesday, it's like Tuesday. And then Wednesday's halfway through the week, and Thursday's almost
yeah.
Friday, and it's Friday. So like, I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like that
But has
must
there ever
be.
been like a longer period of time, like months, like a half a
I
year or
mean,
anything?
For
honestly,
me,
I don't really
no.
remember much from when I was younger. Like when I was younger, maybe I thought
No,
like it was
I think when
slow
I.
or something, but I can't
Oh
think back and
yeah,
be like, oh yeah,
Do you
that was
think it'll
definitely a
get to a
slow
point
year.
where life kind of slows down a little bit, where maybe a year goes by and we look back like, man, that year went by, kind of slow.
maybe when you're like retired, cause like you're not doing anything.
Maybe
Hmm.
because I'm thinking, as we get older, at least at this period, we're gonna get jobs and which we have, but we're gonna get more money, eventually move out, have a significant other probably,
Hmm.
or definitely sorry.
Probably.
And then we'll get married, have kids, and then I feel like all those, and then when you have a kid, I feel like time's gonna go by really fast because they grow fast.
No, that's
So
gonna go
that's
by
just gonna
fast
keep
That
for
is
going.
gonna
sure.
go by fast.
So
Do
maybe
you
when they're all moved out and like Matt said, you're retired and stuff, maybe that's your best bet of like slowing life down.
True. I feel like now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, maybe time moves by slow when things are like hard, like difficult. Because you'll hear
Mm,
people saying like that was a really difficult part of my life, like that was like a long time. Like I feel like
true.
when things are hard, it might make things feel
Just
long.
drags on, yeah.
Yeah,
But when
like
things are
work.
going good, like life
That
is good,
sucks
like
though.
everything probably goes by
Like, why is it
goes
like
I mean,
that?
if you
by
think
fast.
like work's always like it always feels like it's like the longest day ever. But then once it's the
Yeah.
weekend, like the weekend flies by.
Yeah, because like
Mm,
when things are bad, you dwell, and I think that just
yeah.
makes it feel longer. Versus when it's
Yeah.
vibes are up, it's like you're not even
Hmm.
worried about it. So it's just I don't know.
Yeah. Like say if like you're cramming for exams, it could probably feel like the longest day ever, just because all you're stressing, you're doing that. But if you're out with the boys for the whole day, man, the time flies.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
It's like maybe if it's like stressful or like events just everything just going bad, maybe that's when time kind of slows down and feels long. Or if you're just doing something you don't want to do,
Yeah, that
like
too.
maybe you're stuck at a job, that could be like the longest, however many months, years, whatever that you're at that job, could probably just
Mm.
drag on. But anything else you guys want to talk about? Mention?
Well, guys, you know, I got my supporters for my 10K tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? By the time you guys listen to this, I'll have run it and hopefully hit my goal, 54 minutes. But we'll see. I'm kind of doubtful of myself, but hey, I think I gave myself some more leeway for the 5K for time. So that's why I'm a little bit more nervous for this because I feel like my goal I think is more closer to my limit than the 5K goal
Mm.
was. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know next week. And yeah, listeners, appreciate the support. Get the Spotify reviews up. You know what I'm saying?
5 stars. 5 stars.
We got to get out of the trenches.
Yeah, we're living. Yeah, we gotta get out the trenches. So, I was gonna say something that didn't make any sense, so I stopped myself from saying it. Anyway, if you guys made it this far, you're real ones. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week. Adios.
Peace.
Peace.